All musical notation is written on a collection of lines and spaces called a staff. Each of the 5 lines and 4 spaces represent a different letter name or note depending upon which clef is found at the beginning of the staff. The 2 most commonly used clefs are the treble clef and the bass clef. As its name would suggest, the treble clef is home to notes of higher pitch frequencies than the bass clef. Therefore, when combining each clef into a grand staff, the treble clef would be placed on the staff above the bass clef, like this. Another way to think about it is that the treble clef contains notes which are above middle C, and the bass clef contains notes which are below middle C. Here is middle C. We'll go a little further into depth with this in later videos, but for now, it's just something to keep in mind. As previously mentioned, each space and each line of a staff is designated certain notes based upon the clef. Here's a quick and easy way to remember the letter names of the notes on a staff with a treble clef. For starters, the 4 spaces from bottom to top spell out the word face. F, A, C, E. With this in mind, you will be able to quickly identify any letter name on any given space of a staff with a treble clef. Let's put this into perspective. By simply knowing that F is the first letter in the word face, you can easily figure out that the first space on the very bottom of the staff is the note F. Likewise, by knowing that A is the second letter in the word face, you'll also see that the second space from the bottom is the note A, and so forth. As for the lines of a staff containing a treble clef, they each can be thought of as part of an acronym for the phrase, "Every good boy does fine." By just memorizing this short phrase, you'll be able to quickly identify any letter name on any given line of a staff containing the treble clef. Here's why. If you remember that does is the 4th word in every good boy does fine, you will easily see that the 4th line from the very bottom is the note D. Does D. Although slightly different than the treble clef, the same sort of technique can be used in order to remember the notes on a staff containing a bass clef as well. With the bass clef, the spaces, respectively from the bottom, are A, C, E, G. Now, remembering this isn't as easy as simply remembering the word face, as was the case with the spaces of a staff containing a treble clef. However, if ACEG is looked at as an acronym for All Cows Eat Grass, it becomes much easier to memorize. For example, eat is the 3rd word in All Cows Eat Grass. Knowing this allows you to immediately recognize that the 3rd space from the bottom is the note E. Eat, E. Finally, the lines of the bass clef from bottom to top, G, B, D, F, A, can be seen as an acronym for Good Boyfriends Don't Forget Anniversaries. Being that good is the first word in Good Boyfriends Don't Forget Anniversaries, G is then obviously the note found on the first line of the staff. Good G. There you have it. Quick and easy ways to remember the notes on a staff, either with a treble clef or a bass clef, getting you well on your way to reading and writing music. In the next video lesson, I will explain the basics of how to read and write rhythm. But before you move on, don't forget to check out 5minutemozart.com for free helpful practice sheets and more in-depth explanations of everything discussed in this video.